Figures from the Central Bank of Nigeria shows that the gross domestic product, that's the GDP, contracted 13.70% in the first quarter of 2016 compared to an all-time high of 9.19% recorded in the third quarter of 2015. After assessing the situation, economists and even the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria warned that the country is on the brink of recession, so the government and individuals have to sit up and face the reality. Although this sounds unpleasant, there are some individuals who say these are days of opportunities. Let's explore this perspective and see how these opportunities can be effectively used. Welcome to Big Story on Channels Television. I'm Eni Thompson. Consumer prices released by the Bureau of Statistics for May 2016 maintains an upward trend of 2.8% over the previous month, and inflation soared from April's 13.7% to 15.6%, and it seems not to be abating as the Bureau expects inflation to end the year at 10.2% and at 9.5% in 2017. The reality of these figures is in a typical open market in Lagos. Essentials must be bought, so the section for food items especially still has a semblance of normalcy, but traders say it's not been the same.
I'm talking about the sweet potato. We normally bought it 3,000 for smaller bag. There's three types of bag. We have rice bag, flour bag. That one is 1,005. The next one to that one, the bigger one, is 3,000 naira. The follow of that one is 4,000 naira. Now, the biggest bag is 12,005. The next bag is 8,500 now, while the smaller bag is 5,000. You can see the difference. And this Irish, about 2 weeks ago, I bought it 20,000, 22. Last week, I went to bank buy it. I bought it 30,000 naira for bag. Before, we were selling this big basket, 1,000 naira. Now it's 1,400. This small basket, we are selling it at rate of 500, 600. It's now 800, 1,000 naira. The small paint, we are selling 700, 600. It's now 1,000. The bigger paint, we are selling it 800, 900. It's now 1,200.
We are buying it 300. This is Ugu. All these small ones, we are selling it 3,000 to 5.
Smiles do not come as easy as they used to on the face of the traders. Neither do the buyers have a lot to smile about.
The price of the crayfish I'm selling is very, very difficult now. Because before, I always sell the plastic of the crayfish. I'm selling it 1,900. But now it's 2,005, 2,007. Since almost a month ago. This red crayfish, before you buy the nylon 2,000, but now you bought the nylon 5,000 naira. So this one I shared now is 1,000 naira. Before I'm selling it 500 naira. Likewise the fish, bonga and the dry fish. I'm selling it 400, 300. But now I'm selling it 1,000 naira per 6. Let's say 2 months ago now. Things is very, very, very difficult because I'm a trader. I always buy and sell. What I bought, likely like yesterday, I bought like 30,000 naira to buy something here. But now I sold 4,000 naira. So in fact, the increase is very down. But may God help us almost to buy it because I always sell food. So things, apart of pepper now is very, very difficult now. Before we always buy tomato, we always buy 200 naira, but they've changed it now, 1,000 naira, 500 now, 1,005. They always buy it. So things are very, very easy because I don't want to use bad language. It's very, very easy for us now.
It seems everything has been affected, and according to the women, reasons for this increase in price run from scarcity of foreign currency to hike in price of transport fare.
It's because of what is going on in Nigeria, because fuel now is now increased to 145 naira, and without increasing it, we cannot make it. So that is what is going on.
But I mean, even in some places, you can even buy it at 140. So are you people reducing your price now that you can buy in 140 and 143 in some places?
That one is not possible because it's only NNPC. They are selling their own 140. Some selling their own 143. So that's it. But individual filling station, they are selling their own 145. So that's it.
If the price decreases to maybe 130, 120, will you reduce your fare?
Yes, of course, we will reduce it. It's because of what is going on. Because everywhere now, there's no money, nothing. So all of us, we are managing ourselves. So we have to do that.
But some individuals say hike in palm price does not explain the state of Nigeria's economy, especially when scenarios like the mass sack in the banking industry is added to the picture.
Banking is a particular sector, just like other sectors. If the laying off was only in the banking sector, it might not necessarily be a recession, but this is a trend in many sectors. But also, the banking sector is a special sector because all the flows, cash, money, credit, and so on and so forth, that is like the oil for the economy. If the banks are not doing well, it means that the economy is not doing well. That is also another sign. I mean, there are sometimes you have a banking peculiar problem, okay, which is not economic-wide, but generally, the banks are like a barometer for the economy. The economy can be doing well, and the banks are not doing well. When the economy is doing well, banks do well at the same time. So if banks are retrenching, and their retrenchment is based on they are not doing well, then it also shows that the larger economy has a problem.
He supports his stance with observation in the real estate sector.
When there are many houses available for rent and they are vacant. In other words, you see people build houses based on having people rent them or for sale, but because the economy activity has gone down, people can't afford to buy new homes, people can't afford to pay rent. Some will be, when the rental payment is due, I mean, if you talk to many landlords as of today, I mean, they will tell you the problem they're having with their tenants. And they can't do anything about it, really, because they know, I mean, there are tenants who are difficult, who could have the money and don't want to pay, but there are those who, I mean, the money is just not there.
And economists say the matter is even deeper.
A well-functioning economy, they're all bad. You know, for many years, we've never had this kind of situation where we have a double-digit inflation rate. It's not been so for many years, for the past 7 years or more, many years. We've not had a case where we have a high level of capital flight in the economy. It's not been so. A high rate of unemployment, it's not been so. There have been job losses. It's not been so for many years. It is not about the drop in the price of crude. The oil sector contributes about 15% to GDP, about 15%, even though it has about 90% to revenue. It's a different thing. The growth we experienced in the last regime we are basically from the non-oil sector. So people should not use oil as an example or as an excuse that the price of oil has gone down, therefore the economy has to go down. No, the growth that we recorded in the past regime was from the non-oil sector, because oil gives you about 15% of GDP, thereabout. So it's just a matter of not focusing on the economy.